How we doing, folks? This is Phillip Lyde, one half of Team Lyde, Live Your Dreams Every Day. I'm going to be real brief because I want you to understand this. My first question is something that I always ask students, whether it's in network marketing or whether it's in the classroom, as you see I'm here right now. And I always ask people, how much does $1 million weigh? Okay? And the reason why I asked this question is because if you knew how much $1 million weigh, then you understood then you become clear on what you need to do to get $1 million. All right? Now, understand this, and let me just say this as a disclaimer. What I'm about to teach you, if you pay attention for this whole video, is something so simple that we often in society take advantage of it because we're so caught up in the titles of running our own business, in the becoming a CEO or becoming a vice president or executive director or whatever the case, or XYZ, all right? But what I want you to understand is this. Just to give you some background, I also teach special education, high school English. So these are some of the concepts that I teach, because not only is it needed for them to apply in the base schools when they transition back, but it also deals with them applying these things as they grow and mature as young adults. And let me just say this, of all these here, you might have remembered this from elementary school, of these 6 questions here, 5 W's and 1 H, what do you think is the most important question in prospecting as well as building your team online? I'll give you a second, but not too much more. Now, for some of you, you might have said why. And that's not a bad guess. But I will tell you this, in my own personal experience in building businesses and teams online, as well as even in the military, the biggest thing that I think that you need to be answering at all times is how. Even in prospecting, how is going to be the question that's going to enable your subconscious to develop the solutions to whatever issues that your prospects or leads may have. And if you have the right product, services, and ideas, then of course you're going to make more sales, which in turns gets you closer to that $1 million. Now, to answer that question, $1 million in $100 bills actually weighs 220 pounds. So your weight is contingent upon the massive action that you take today based off of how you ask the right questions. And these are all open questions, okay? Now, how do we determine what steps and how much, let me say this, how do we determine how much closer we get to that $1 million is based on how much we value our time. And our time is money, okay? It sounds cliche, but it's more truth in fact than anything else, especially in network marketing. And let me show you a real quick, simple exercise and formula for those people who've been removed from the school system that you can use to determine where you're at right now and where you want to be. I asked some of my students just this week, how much was their time worth if I was to give them an education for the hour of time that they spend in my class, okay? And this is what you find. The number of hours you work meaning the time that you put in, whether it's an hour or 2, part-time, whether it's 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, whether it's 1 hour a day, doesn't matter. The number of hours that you actually work in your business will be divided, right, from your current income. And this will give you your time value. As a side note, time is an illusion, so therefore, what you make of it is contingent upon those daily actions that you take. We talked about, in order for you to get to $38,025 per month, you have to have a daily income producing activity of making $1,227. This goes into here. That's working 1 to 2 hours a day, okay? Use these in order to crystallize people's visions when you're speaking to them. If a person is looking to join your team, or a person is curious, one of the things you must get to them, aside from just simply having positive mental action, you have to show them how to get from this to now quantifying their time. And if you can show people how to become more efficient with their time, they'll produce more, not just for themselves, but for your team. And that creates a culture of excellence, all right? With that $1 million, personally, what I would do is continue to help as many people as possible, because in my humble opinion, I'm not going to spend all of it in my lifetime. So I'd rather give it and offer it away to those people most deserving of my time. This is Phillip Lyde, one half of Team Lyde. Live your dreams every day. Peace for now.